Markus, thank you very much for coming to the LiLi Centre and to have this interview with us.
My pleasure.
Let's start with your origins because you have a German name, but you
Yes.
have a distinctively non-German accent. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My father comes from a little town called Koblenz on the Rhine River, where the Rhine and the Moselle River meet. It's a beautiful little town. It's a fantastic place for tourists to go visit. And my mother comes from a town called Bochum, which is an industrial town about 2 hours north of there. But most of my family from her side of the family lives in Düsseldorf now. So we have family there as well. We've probably got about as much family in Europe.
How long have you been now in Luzern?
Been in Luzern now just over 2 months. So we arrived early October and we're settling in quite well. It's been great. It's a beautiful place to live. We kind of like the atmosphere that it's like a big city, but it feels like a small town. So it's got all the amenities of a big city, but you don't feel like you're living amongst skyscrapers and that kind of thing. So it's quite a nice place to live.
And you mentioned your job, and maybe not everybody knows, so maybe you can tell us.
Yes, I'm the pastor of the International Church of Lucerne. We're the only English-speaking church in Lucerne, and we see our ministry to the expat community. So if anyone's looking for an English-speaking congregation, then we certainly strive to be all things to all people.
Do you have an idea how big the congregation is? Or?
It varies from week to week because we are an international congregation, and so we have people who work all over Europe, and during the week they might be working in Germany and come back to Lucerne for the weekend, and then they're visiting family and all those kinds of things. But if everybody turned up on the same day, I believe we'd have about 140, 150. And I'm a fan of multi-generational ministry. I like the children being together with the seniors, and the seniors learning from the children and the children learning from the seniors. I think it's important that we work together and encourage one another, and everybody's got something to offer.
Okay, and as a newcomer, it's okay if I just come along on a Sunday and
Absolutely. Anytime anyone is welcome. We try and make people feel as welcome as possible. We allow an opportunity in our service for visitors to introduce themselves if they would like to. If you're a bit shy and you don't want to announce yourself, you don't have to either. And we just love to have you stay and have a cup of tea or a coffee with us afterwards and tell us where you're from. Even if you're just here for holidays and you want to pop in and visit a church service, we'd love to have you and love to share our experience with you and maybe share a little bit of what we do with you, and that's fine too. So we love having visitors.
I heard that you are quite a fan of Christmas.
I'm a big fan of Christmas, yes. I love Christmas, and I love all the different traditions, and I've been exploring the Swiss traditions of Christmas, which is a little bit different to the German ones, but not too much different.
Would you care to share with us? Maybe you found a favourite place? Or...
I do have a favourite place. Actually, being a pastor, I like to go somewhere where I can sit and think and pray and spend some time. And I really love the Löwendenkmal, and particularly when it's this time of the year when there's not too many tourists around. It's a bit cold for the tour buses to go wandering around a lake and a statue. So I can sit there in peace and quiet.
We do ask all of our interviewees if they've picked up any Swiss German, if they can maybe share.
Oh, Swiss German. Meine Schweizerdeutsch ist nicht so gut, aber vielleicht Hochdeutsch ist besser. Grüezi kann ich sagen. Danke vielmals. I've picked up as well.
Markus, thank you so much for taking the time to be interviewed by us.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, and a Happy New Year.